there, welcome to Bookstop Sunday. My name is Kelsey and I am here making a fabulous cup of tea. Yeah, I was supposed to have another video up instead of this one, but it resulted that someone borrowed the big camera and now I'm stuck using my phone. So I thought you could join me in making a cup of tea before I go into my little office-y kind of space and talking about some books. Do you want to talk about books? I want to talk about books. Before I get in there, there's something I'm going to talk about that I can't show you. Well, I am going to show you. It's going to be on my... there's something I'm going to show you that is that I can't show you except if you go to my blog, which is words and not video. So, cup of tea made, and I'm going to tell you about the catalog that I just started. I've just moved from Canada to the UK, and it's been super exciting, kind of stressful because it was like immigration papers and stuff like that, but I collect books, and until I moved to the UK, I worked in a used bookstore, so it was a super awesome experience. I recommend it to anyone. The group of people I worked with were fabulous. They were happy people, and it was just a joy to work for. Unfortunately, if you like books, a used bookstore is a hard place to work in because there's a lot of books and you really can't spend all your money, especially if you're moving to another country and you have a limited amount of luggage you can bring, like you have to bring, clothes and stuff like that. So I ended up doing a catalog of all my stuff. So here are some of the books that are over in Scotland, which is the place I have moved to. And it's super exciting for all you people who are fans of Diana Gabaldon's books. The Outlander series that is also on TV. There is no Jamie Fraser legging it about the Highlands, but by gosh, like the landscapes are just as stunning. And I really recommend if anybody ever gets a chance, come here. So this is kind of like my little office space. I'm slowly gonna fill this portion right here all the way to the top with books. But what I've come to talk to you about is 3 books in particular. I did have 4, but I don't really want to haul it off the shelf again, just for like the purposes of this vlog. So I have 4 books here. So I have 4 books here that I am in the process of reading for the month of May. And the first one is on the list is one I talked about in my last video. It's called Neil Gaiman's View from the Cheap Seats. It's a kind of collection of short story nonfiction stuff. I did pick it up from my local library rather than a bookstore here. And it was because I was super excited about getting my library card. A friend I worked at the bookstore also was a big fan of libraries. They're so important. If you can't afford books, then the library is the best place to go to get the best quality, and you have access to so many awesome resources outside of that. Anyway, View from the Cheap Seats is a book about, it's just his kind of collected writings on books, on authors. You can kind of see how far I am. Can you see how far I am right there? There, it's a collection of his kind of non-fiction writings about books, about authors, about all sorts of stuff. And he's such a fantastic author. The TV show American Gods has just come out, and I've read the book when I was younger. It was great. All of his stuff that I've come across is great. And sometimes you have to be in the right frame of mind for it, because it does have a twist to his writing that it's fabulous, his twists, but it's a twist. So sometimes it's kind of like it's got twistedness about it that it's hard for people to sink their teeth in. And for American Gods, I did find I have to look stuff up, but that's the joy of reading. You read more things instead. So yeah, View from the Cheap Seats by Neil Gaiman. Really recommend it, especially if you love books, writing, and reading. So awesome. Second book on the list, and my fantastic pie there, ooh, spoilers, is The Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. If you see this copy, it's tea stained. It is covered in tea stains. and that is because it is also a used book. I did not buy it through my bookstore that I worked at, but I did pick it up online used because I'm in support of reusing books. So yeah, and I also stuck my tea mug on it rather than like staining, I don't know, something else. It means it's been loved, it's been lived upon. So anyway, this is a YA novel. It's been super long time since I've dug my teeth into a YA novel, young adult fiction. And this one follows two factions of power, one poor and one rich, one called Reds and one called the Silvers. Yeah, and it follows one character's movement between the two circles and kind of trying to understand her role and all that sort of thing. So I highly recommend this. Well, I don't highly recommend it. I haven't read it yet, so I don't know if I can recommend it. What am I doing? What am I doing in my life? This is what I'm going to be reading this week, so I'm very excited to get started on it and to enjoy this genre again, because it's been a very long time since I've read a YA novel, and very excited. Last on my list for the month of May is The Builders by Daniel Polanski. I came across it on a Tor, the publishing company, and it just looked really intriguing. A mashup of kind of Watership Down meets Brian Jacques, who wrote like Redwall and all that sort of stuff. So I'm super looking forward to it. It's already sounds good. I've read like the first page and it already sounds fantastic. Cover art's like, look at that. Look at this gloriousness. Like, artists, thank you for being you. Like, this is great. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to sink my teeth into this. It's not too long either, so that's great because my month is really like, this month of May is really chalked up and busy. It's already halfway through for one. That's why this May thing is showing up in the middle of May. But I'm also going out to my mother-in-law's on the east coast of Scotland, and we're doing a bunch of home renovations and stuff like that. I volunteer at the local museum just to keep myself busy, among other things. Of course, there's work, but I like to keep active in the community as best I can. And of course, I'm writing. So if you like vlogs and following stuff, and this is a good thing to follow and love. And so yeah, these Bookstop Sundays show up every Sunday, and hope to see you then. Happy reading. Bye.